Welcome to ReFrench Your Brain. Bienvenue, a session where you can stretch your brain and presented by Ollie. Don't forget to embark your heart. Let's go! So, hi everyone. Oh, this word was the word of yesterday, so I'm going to hide it right now. And I'm just checking if I am live right now. And I think I'm going to redo. So, hi everyone. Yeah, I'm going to redo again the intro because I want to make it amazing. So, here is the intro, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to ReFrench Your Brain. Bienvenue, a session where you can stretch your brain and presented by Ollie. Don't forget to embark your heart. Let's go! That's it. Don't forget to embark your heart. That's important. So go with the flow. I'm going just to be myself and do my best to navigate with the technology challenges. Until now, all is fine, but I have some technical challenges, but I'm happy to raise my voice and I am live. So I can also allow myself to bring my mic up onto my mouth and to see if I am more audible with that. Yes, so how are you feeling today? Normally it begins at the 30 minutes, but I'm happy to begin it right now. So, how are you feeling today? I am delighted to welcome very soon two potential guests. And at the same time, there is also, feel free to go on my restream. I'm going, by instance, to share the QR code I posted on my comments. Probably not, but I posted on the thread. But here is, bear with me while I'm setting up this. Am I going to add a QR code here so that you will be able to join the stage. So here is the QR code for joining the stage. It's appearing right now. And also, I'm going anyway to post it on LinkedIn. So all is as it is, going with the flow. Thank you so much for being with me live, and also thank you for the replay team for this ReFrench Your Brain. My brain is melting. It's not so hot as yesterday was, but it is still melting. Lots of heat out there. So it's really important to hydrate, and that reminds me to hydrate. I was able to post the restream on the comments, and I'm going also to share it so that you will be able to join. This is streamed on LinkedIn and on YouTube also. The replay team has access in infinity, like in days, months, years, until LinkedIn is functioning. And that's it, my friend. So right now I'm going now to wait any of your comments. If you have any comment, any question, always feel free. I posted the comment to go on stage, and right now I'm going to take my juicy container because I need to hydrate myself. So bear with me. We are all a remarkable leader, and as a remarkable leader, I'm going to take my drink. voila, I am back. I am very back. So I decided also to take some chocolate also. So bear with me while I am setting the stage for everyone. So before I'm welcoming anyone, the word of the day is intestin, and it's the intestine, I think, in English. I'm going right now to share my screen. To Wiktionary first and then to Wikipedia. And of course, if there is anyone that is joining the stage right now, I'm going to interrupt it to welcome on stage. So I am first going to share the word intestin, and it's either in singular or in plural, because there are multiple intestine. It's like multiple systems. So intestin, and here is the Wiktionary right now. I have a lot of nuggets to share. So intestin, and first let me check. Okay, I am right now on camera, my friends. Hello. So intestin. From Latin intestinum, which is entraille. And by the way, entraille, I think it's gut in English, but I'm not sure. So entraille could be entrails, guts, so in plural also, entraille in English, womb, bowels, but it depends on the context. So entraille, guts. And yeah, that's where there is the gut system, by the way. So, intestin, anatomie, viscère abdominal, partie du tube digestif qui suit l'estomac jusqu'à l'anus. That's in a nutshell to say that it's from the beginning of the digestive tube in the mouth to the end, where your food is going to become your excrements. Ex means external, and crements mean probably materials, I don't know. And also it's a subdivision of this viscera. And so synonym of intestin, boyau, crépine, fraise, tripe. I know more about boyau and tripe, by the way. And for those that were watching a few days ago, I was really in shock to know that rognon, it's from was it from the kidney? Yeah, the kidney. So rognon is a French word used in the culinary, and it's the kidney of animals. And I'm not even going to the details, but it was shocking for me. So now I knew already that trip, like the andouillette trip, could be also os à moelle from animal. I'm less and less interested about that. But we never know when we are eating something, where was it? And so I'm less and less interested about eating animals, considering that there is the industry. So at minimal, I will eat as much as I can. I will eat biofood. Yeah. So going back to intestin, derived gastro-intestinal, grippe, which is a flu. There is the gros intestin, intestin grêle, intestinal, occlusion intestinal, that's when there is a clog, and transit, that's the passing, the pass of the food in the intestine. And so hyperonyms, organ, viscere. And holonym, I was not knowing what it means, holonym. Oh, I'm sorry, I am losing my screen right now. Am I losing my screen? Well, I'm sorry, I was having technical difficulties, but I am back. Sorry for the mic. I'm just checking if I'm back because I have multiple tabs and it's a maze. So normally I am back again.
Well, I'm sorry, I was.
Yes. So I am back again. Intestin. My technology is a bit um, a bit challenging, but it is okay. I will do my best to go with that. So intestin, do I have the control over my technology? I don't know. I don't have any control about my technology. I will stop the share until I see anything that is functioning, because I want to focus on the tech that is working. So I'm now going to check again. Okay, it works. I will go back to sharing my screen, and always feel free to go to jump on stage at any stage, by the way. And this was not the one that I was like to share. I was like intestin. So, oh, my tech is acting really weirdly right now. Is it Mercury retrograde? I don't know, but bear with me. So, intestin. And intestin, in English, it's intestine. So, the pronunciation about French is
Un intestin.
un intestin. It's masculine. L'intestin. And it's not intestin, but l'intestin, because it begins with a vowel. And with the vowels and the H, there is the L apostrophe instead of le. And so that in French, intestin. In Italian, because I love Italian, intestino. In Dutch, darm, I think. In German, Darm also, and in Portuguese, intestino. So it's from intestinum. So it's in the singular if technology is working well. My friends, I don't know what's about, but my computer might be melting as my brain. So technology, please work. And I'm going now to show intestin in the plural, because there is also the plural page. And I don't know if I'm still sharing my screen. Technology, my friends, but I'm here with you. And I'm going to succeed in my mission no matter what happens. Because technology is not hindering my progress. So, intestin in plural. And so, it's also pronounced the same way, by the way. My friends, I am struggling with technology, but I am succeeding. So it's the plural of intestin. There is not more information about that, and the pronunciation is the same, by the way. And there are much more pronunciation, but I don't know if I will be able to continue with the tech thing, but I'm doing my best. Let's hear from Switzerland. Let's hear from Switzerland again. Let's hear from last one. No, it doesn't want. So it's okay, my friends. I am still there. How are you feeling today? I don't see any comments or anyone on stage. And this session will last still 45 minutes. So feel free to join, my friends. Within the next 45 minutes, the stage is yours. So intestin, and I'm going now to check in English intestine. And I wonder why technology is still challenging. I don't know why. But I will show. So in English, I'm going, by the way, to move forward no matter what. So in English, I'm going to switch in English. Voila. And in English, of course, the pronunciation is so it's really interesting because I was thinking intestine, but it is also intestine. So how do you pronounce it? Intestine or intestine? So that's really interesting. Intestine, interesting. And that's in English. So now I'm going to go to Wikipedia. If technology is allowing me to function, I need to probably change my keyboard because I still struggle, my friends. But I'm here to support you in the mission that I'm going to allocate myself. So, does it work? I am going now to unshare my screen because I don't see any more progress on that. Feel free to join the stage and save me. No, I don't need to be saved, but so I'm going to share my screen so that I am visible, hopefully, if technology works. And then going to Wikipedia, intestin. If Wikipedia works, technology is there, and I will do my best with that, no matter what happens. So, intestin in the Wiktionary. And with so much windows, I don't know what is my restream where. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen right now. Hopefully I can, okay. I see my window here. Share my screen. So here is my screen for intestin from the Wikipédia. And so l'intestin est une partie du tube digestif qui contribue à la digestion des aliments et du passage des nutriments vers le sang et le reste de l'organisme chez les bilatériens. Wow. Cette partie de l'appareil digestif s'étend de la sortie de l'estomac à l'anus. And so, who knows what is anus? I'm just going to let you discover. No need to go too much into the pictures. Just it's really welcome to Wikipedia. So terrain glissant, that's a sleeping path. I'm going back to intestine. And so here you have the different parts in languages, but it's not sharing my screen, so I'm going to share it later. There is œsophage, foie, what I was talking about the liver, estomac, which is stomach, duodenum, côlon, intestin grêle, caecum, je pense, and appendice, and then rectum, and then there is also colon, and the end it finishes by anus, by the way. So this was the picture that I will share later on, and so feel free to explore, because right now there is my technology is challenging me today, and no, I'm going to leave you with that. Intestine. What is the way you pronounce it in English? Because in French it's un testin. So in English is most of the time un. The only way it's it's because it's Latin. Like, for instance, you don't say in vitro, you say in vitro. You don't say in vino veritas, you say in vino veritas. But you say intuition and not intuition. So with that, my friends, I'm going to check the time. I still have, let's say, 40 minutes, and then I'm going to end the room, the session. So feel free, my friends, to join me. I am opening the stage for anyone to join. This is an occasion to take, especially if you have any question. And right now, I'm going now to stop my share and to drink something. I need to drink something because I'm talking a lot, by the way. So I'm happy also at the end to sing you a song, especially if you tell me which song in French or in English would you like to let me see. And right now, as I was talking, I was taking chocolate. I'm going to enjoy chocolate. This is me enjoying some chocolate live. Mm. Mm-hmm. Delicious. And to let you remind that you are a remarkable leader, as I am also. So, Tuesday is a special session for the ReFrench Your Brain. And as always, I am also happy to let anyone jump on stage. Hopefully, I can welcome Anke or Sharon if they are able to come. If not, I'm also happy to welcome you. Take this opportunity to interact, to ask questions, to send you your message. So right now, I was not filming my daily video in nature, but I'm going to spotlight someone because it's the 6th day of the inspirational connection. The first inspirational connection was Jess, who is truly in my heart. Then the second one was Jenning. The third one was Rashida. The fourth one was Anke. And the fifth one was Sharon. And I was like, Jaws, JJARS, putting many jars, like the joy jar, the responsibility jar, the listen to your body jar. We need more jars. And so we need to drink also, especially if it's hot. So, intestine. Oh, I see someone live. Amazing. So, welcome, Sassy.
Hello, Ollie. How are you, my dear?
Hello, Sassy, Juicy Sassy. How are you doing today?
Well, I mean, 3 children by myself under the age of 10 is quite the circus, let me tell you. I just got the
Oh,
youngest down for a nap, and she did not want to go down for a nap. So it was quite the process because she really needs one. Um, but I'm doing great, Ollie. You know, the grace of Jesus is so incredibly all encompassing that no matter the circumstances, as long as we draw closer to the heart of love, you know, we come out on top. So
amazing. So, how is your day going? How is your inner child right now?
right now, my inner child is as happy as a clam. I just sat with my one of the things that me as a that I always did when I had my oldest. So I only had one, and life was very very hard then in a very different way. But I used to make him and his sister little charcuterie boards. So I would take a tray and I would put all the fresh fruit and veggies and everything that we had that was healthy and felt good. You know, I would put that out. This started actually in COVID because I had to entertain them a lot while also trying to get work done. And so these big plastic tray with fruit and veggies all over it is very much a me and my kids thing. And the Lord blessed me to be able to have a whole fridge full of fresh fruit for them when they got home. And so I made them some food and we just sat and we had this banquet in front of us of fresh, healthy stuff that makes our bodies feel good, you know. And we were sitting outside, the 4 of us, and there's nothing rushing us. There's nothing chasing us. And I mean, you know my situation. So there are things rushing me as an adult, but knowing that I can create a space for them where they can heal in the middle of pain, you know, because so much of the issues that we as adults struggle with and hang on to is simply that the moments where our inner child was deeply hurt and there was nobody there to walk us through it. There was nobody there to talk us through it. There was nobody there to help us process our emotions. So they got stuck in our bodies. And then as adults, we come to a realization where we're like, I don't want to feel like I don't fit no more anymore. I don't want to feel so out of place anymore. And usually we go look for the answers with other people for a few years. And then at some point, we all get to a point. I mean, me too, 100%, you know, and over the same cycles. And even if you don't know it, when you start paying attention, you'll see, like, I had the same exact attachment. Anytime somebody came into my life, I had that same response of, are you here to save me? Are you here to save me? You know, and
Hmm.
walking that round and round and coming to the point where I said, well, I want to be the one that I want to be the one that can save me. And then growing into the woman who 100% is the one that saves me, you know, obviously with the love of Jesus all around it. um, but it's only by grace. But when we get to that point and we realize, okay, you know, often our bodies start giving in before we even realize to pay attention to them. But then, yeah,
And it's
it
about the
does.
gut, by the way. It's about the intestine, the gut. It's really to
Oh,
listen to our heart
oh,
and also
exactly.
our gut. Because intestine was the word of the day for the organs. I was talking about the
Okay,
heart,
what
the
is it?
liver, the
What
kidney.
is it? Let me try.
Intestine. But in
Oh,
French,
and
it's intestin. Intestin.
intestin. Is
Voilà,
there an
exact.
uh, is there an N there? Is it intestin or do you not hit the N?
No, there is no N pronounced. Intestin.
And yo, but it sounds like you're saying an N. Intestin.
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 Voilà.
Intestin. Okay. Intestin. Wow.
Voilà.
Well,
But
me and
it's different from A to un. Do you know the
uh,
first fingers in French? Un, deux, trois.
un, deux, trois.
Voilà. So it's the un of intestin.
Intestin.
And I have two messages for you because I was having my yogiti side. And the first message is truth is everlasting, which is voilà,
It's right, that one. Yeah.
truth
Yeah.
is everlasting. La vérité dure tout le temps, infiniment. And there is also you are unlimited. Tu
Mm,
es illimité.
thank you. Thank you,
So
my
that
friend.
was your two messages for today. So what are
Thank
your
you.
thoughts about the languages and about French?
Well, I don't know much about French other than it's a romance language. I know it's a very
Ooh,
passionate language. I know that there are some of the sounds that my South African mouth is a lot more comfortable saying than most Americans, which is hilarious. Because we hit the G's and the and the we hit some of those more unique sounds in Afrikaans. And I actually know a lot more about Spanish than I do than French because I traveled with a girl from Argentina. So I know a little bit. I know a little bit about the language itself, but I know. I mean, I can say merci beaucoup, but that's about it.
that's already amazing. When you know already the magic words like bonjour, merci, s'il vous plaît, au revoir, or salut. That's amazing. And I will say I was learning also Spanish at the beginning in the 80s or 90s. And the first word that I was knowing in Spanish is the famous movie Replica, when the monster is killing another monster, but it was not. It was the monster on the first episode of the first movie, but not on the second movie. And the word that he pronounced in Spanish was "Hasta la vista, baby."
That's very true. So, what the funniest thing for me, because I've actually performed in Spanish. I came to the States and they had booked a Spanish show,
Ooh,
and I was the leader for the team area, and so I had to put together a Spanish show with my ears still wet from
muy
flying.
bien.
Oh my gosh, it was really good though. It went really well. But my friend from Argentina, she said the most important sentence I will ever teach you. I can teach it to you in a song. Now, when she says that, I immediately get nervous. But so she says, donde el baño en su casa, which is where is your
So
bathroom? Where is your bathroom in the house?
yeah, that's funny, And it's like in Dutch, there was like the lullabies, which is comptine in French, and it's like the zon, zet zaten, the zee, or all these kind of things. And these kind of dictions. That's why I'm passionate about language, not about Dutch because I'm not a good Dutch teacher at the beginning, but I was passionate with French, and because there are a lot of expression. My French teacher, I will talk about that to my chapter at Rebel with a Cause, by the way, just saying. And I was learning a lot, like the critical thinking through Brave New World from Aldous Huxley, or tough topics already in the 80s, like To Spoil the Sun. It's not a famous book, but it's from Joyce Rockwood, and it was about a fictitious story of an Amerindian woman and mom in the 16th century, in the Middle Age, in South America, seeing all the conquistadors coming, and also spreading the illness, because To Spoil the Sun is like about the fire of the sun, and it's really the effect of the tuberculosis illness, by the way. And was like poetic nouns like colombe de pluie. They have, I don't know if they have the same in English. I truly believe, but in French, like colombe de pluie is like a rain dove. And so they are the names of Amerindians are quite poetic. And I was 12 years old when I was reading that book, and also the poetry, if from Rudyard Kipling, and that ends by and more than all
Mm.
the jewels of universe, blah blah blah, you will be a man, my son. Like if, which is si in French, and that's so funny because si could be yes, like in Spanish, but it could be also conditional. Like si tu fais ça, je te
Marin,
donne du chocolat.
1 second, please. Huntlam in your bait. Huntlam in your bait. No. No. Ian. Ria.
That's the true fire of a mom. So we should
I
you
need to
should like,
go and put the baby back in the bed, but I
of
will be
course,
back if I can.
of
Um,
course. Thank
see.
you.
But
Thank you
much
for your
love
time.
and thank you for. Oh, it's always fun to share the stage with you, Ollie. It's always a joy to share the stage with you. Take care. Bye bye, everybody.
Well, bye, and come back in 30 minutes if you want.
I'll
I
do my
will
best.
end the room in 30 minutes.
Okay.
So was a blessing to welcome Anchor. So she's the queen of inner child, and as a mom, she is not only taking care about three amazing children, which could be also devils sometimes, but they are adore devils. But also taking care about her inner child. So I truly believe that being a mom could be um, in enough of itself a true sentence as a role in a CV. Because in the CV, in the professional way, um, we see a lot of about experience, like manager, leader, boss, responsible for that and that. And a mom is that. A mom is a remarkable leader because a mom, especially for three children, one is already incredible. Two, three, four, that's wow. So kudos for Anchor. You are also welcome on stage. I will end this session in 27 minutes. Oops, that's my kitchen. I need to wash what's in my sink. I was accumulating things, so that's the synchronicity of the universe message telling me that I need to wash my dishes. But welcome to the live. So, how are you doing today, my friends? Thank you so much for watching live and all the replay team. I am happy right now to dive in anything that you would like me to dive because but I don't see any comments right now, so I will probably right now announce because I was thinking about that, announce my sixth connection. So after Jess, after Jenlin, after Rashida, after Anchor, and after Sharon. So these are the five. And so the sixth one, and I will not be able to make another one acronym, by the way. I don't know. I don't know. So let me just check if the technology works, because I might add another S. Oh, I found, because she was there on live with Michelle. So I'm happy right now to tell that the sixth inspirational connection that I will spotlight in a while, in a bit, right now, is our sister. Drum roll. Susanna, the sixth inspirational connection. Sister Susanna, she's so amazing to unbox for each of us. And she had an interesting event with Michelle. Feel free to watch on the replay because I'm going to share just a bit with you if it works on live, because Michelle is also amazing, and for sure she will be one of the next inspirational connections. So just feel free to watch it on the replay.
People might begin thinking like, I'm gonna start and I'm gonna make it there and it's gonna be beautiful. I mean, this has been a 13, 14-year journey, and let me tell you, like, I still haven't found the destination, but there's been some really, really amazing stops through the way.
Yeah. And that's that's one of the things we have to always remember are those amazing stops. Those are lights on the path. It's kind of like the street lights at night, because we can
Got
have those
dark and it
spots.
came on a little bit.
Exactly. You hit this point and you get this bright spot, and so it's like driving at night. For me anyway, where if I'm on roads that are it's so dark, all I have are the headlights. It can still be a little bit nerve-wracking trying to navigate, even if you've driven the road over and over and over. But when you get those lights, even infrequently, there's like that calming effect. Here's a bright spot. Here's something. Here's a high point. A little bit of a recharge, and then keep going.
Yep. Keep going. That's it. Keep going. Or like even, you're on that road trip and the storm, you can't see through the rain. Pull over. Don't shut the car off, but idle. It's like, and I had to learn that, like, because there was many moments in this journey where I thought I was stuck. I thought this was the end, but the reality was I was idling. I wasn't going backwards and I wasn't stuck. It was just a moment I needed to sit there a little bit longer.
Right. No, it's like you say that, and I remember I'm the one that actually kept going through the rain. Literally.
I mean, I do too, usually.
It was a thunderstorm. I was driving through Illinois, and it was one of those downpours where the wipers are going as fast as they can and almost not making any difference.
Mm-hmm.
And then every time you go under an overpass, you see cars lined up under the overpass because they're just sitting there on the side waiting for the rain to let up. And then you get through the overpass, it's like torrential downpour again. And
Oh my
like,
God. I can relate.
I plan on getting there. I don't want to mess up my time schedule, but there's times you probably should have stopped. Or driving through Minnesota
For
and
me,
going,
that was a Cat 1 hurricane. For me, it was a Category 1 hurricane. I was like, I'm going. I'm not stopping.
So I'm going to stop anyway because I could make it through time in time. So feel free to join the stage if you want. So it was the I part. There is the rise, and I love like shine your light. So rise, RISE. R stands for ReFrench your brain. The session, the title of the session. I stands for eliminating someone. So after all these amazing five amazing humans, to shine the light to Susanna. So that allows me to again place the jars with double S, by the way, multiple jars to fill our inner cup. That's important, and I'm mothering it because I'm thirsty. So after Jess, after Jenlyn, after Rashida, after Anke, after Sharon, thank you, Susanna, for shining your light and for allowing, not Halloween, but allowing people to shine through your sessions beyond boxes to butterflies. And since already a year, so I was enjoying my time in your space to share my story. Was also Aaron and Kevin, and also sharing my story through Beyond Boundaries, my first anthology, where we were 27 amazing humans sharing our story. And then after that, it was like Beyond Boxes anthology, the second one. And the third one, who I will participate, is Rebel with a Cause. And this anthology will be ready on fire on September. I'm still behind, but I'm right now I'm at 1,200 words. So I will do my best to provide it to you, Susanna. So I am shining the best that I can with my own energy. I'm not so much in the energy of writing, so it is a challenge, but I am shining. So I don't see any comments. If you were sending comments in LinkedIn, I apologize. I don't see them. I will reply it to them later. Thank you also the replay team for watching me live for this special Tuesday event that will last 60 minutes. So I still have 18-minute maximum to allow you to go on stage. So feel free to check the comments to go on stage. This is your time. And technology is not easy for me this day, but it will be fine. So I'm just checking if I am audible right now, because if I would be not good, and I am good. I'm good. So for the next the last 18 minutes after RI, refresh your brain and eliminating someone who was Susanna. Here comes the song or the story part. And I will say the story because I was singing too much lately. I can sing it later, of course, but I'm going to tell the story. So, I was at school when I was 12 years old, beginning my secondary first year, and came an amazing human being who changed my life. And he spread his wings. He transitioned. He passed away. He died. I don't like to use these two last expressions, but he spread his wings already probably 30 years ago. So he was not able physically to see the results of his teachings. Yet I'm truly believe that he is there somewhere over the rainbow and watching us since days and months and years and decades, evolving each of his students. And he changed my life forever. I'm just a bit ashamed that I don't remember his first name. I will do my best to check that. That will be part of my story to be able to remember his first name. Yet, this French teacher is the reason I am doing that since 2019. And that was also my grandfather when I was visiting him and playing crosswords. But I will focus my story right now with my French teacher. And it was my first year. I was also going through my second year. Yeah, so it was impacting me. It was fostering critical thinking, blossoming book readings and poetry. I was reading books like Brave New World and To Spoil the Sun and many books in French. I'm going to right now, because technology is challenging. So, and also poetry, If from Rudyard Kipling. If, and more than all the goals of the universe, you will be a man, my son. I don't remember by heart, but I was having to write this poem. I was having to write this poem, and he gave me a score of 194 over 200 for me making six mistakes. I'm sorry, I don't know how to handle that. I have my technology. Oops, sorry. That's me messing up with my technology, but all will be fine. Let me breathe. So, continuing my story, he was also showing us Metropolis. And I don't know if you know this movie. I'm just going to check if I am audible.
Messing up with my technology.
Yes. So, Metropolis from Fritz Lang at 98 years ago, my friends. 26. kind of the same era of all the Charlie Chaplin movies, and it's the world that is really the movie that is really fostering critical thinking, by the way. And also diction exercises in French, how to be able to talk distinguishedly with our mouth, articulating all the words properly without messing up. So the most famous expression in French that fosters that, there are many, but there is the most known is le chasseur sachant chasser sans son chien est un bon chasseur. And of course, these kind of expressions are making no sense. It's really to foster diction. And I won't even bother to translate them in English because it doesn't make sense. It means that a good hunter is hunting without his dog. But it's like the un bon chasseur sachant chasser son chien est un bon chasseur. So it's like the most quick you are doing that, the most eloquent and articulate you are. So there is also les chaussettes de l'archiduchesse sont archi sèches. There is also 33 Turcs sur un trottoir étroit, but it doesn't make sense, but it's about articulation. So do you know sentences in English or your own languages, your own modern language that is fostering the diction? So that's why we are also having the expression 33 when you are going to the doctor, because it helps the doctor to hear if your throat or your lungs or whatever, your respiratory system is sane or has issues. Like 33, 33, 33. So that's the diction part. So my French teacher changed my life for good. And although he is non-physical for already almost 30 years, he will always remind me. He will always be within my heart because he was changing my life and certainly dozens and few hundreds of people's lives through his passion. And he was also a filmmaker. He was making movies. And one of the movie was with the song from Pink Floyd, The Wall. And you know this song probably. We don't need no education. So with my story, I'm able also to sing. So there were not a lot of teachers like him or teachers that were living their teaching by their passion. This is the subject that I will talk about within Rebel with a Cause. I chose this chapter to talk about my path, my neuro-language coaching path, and the fact that I will never, we say never say never, because in coaching I can teach, but I will never be a school teacher. I can teach, but I will never be a teacher within the school system, because since years and decades, the school system is failing us. We don't fail school. The school system is failing us. This is another narrative that is really ranting, I know, but this is deep in my heart. This is not our fault. We do our best that we can each day, each month, each year of our life. And if we fail at school, this is not the truth. We don't fail at school. The school fails us. And I know I will probably have a lot of animosity while I do that. And I remind you, it's not about shaming teachers. I deeply respect and love teachers. One of the person that I was considering like a second mom, who was I knew her when I was 16 years old. No, in fact, 14 years old. I was knowing her when I was 14 years old, and sadly, she spread her wings 17 years ago after 6 years of being retired from school. And she was a school kindergarten teacher for 36 years. And so from 89, 90 to 2001, while she was still a teacher, I was able to know her path. And by the way, it was not an easy life for her because she began when she was 26 years old and she left when she was 61. 36 years fully dedicated in the school system. And in a challenging neighborhood, because there was a lot of immigrants and different culture background children, and she helped. We say that a generation is 25 years, but I truly believe that a generation is 12 years. So she helped more than 3 to 4 generations of children, like 36 years. And so she impacted a lot of lives aside mine as a second mom, as the partner of my dad. So a teacher is in a way remarkable leader, especially if a teacher is doing from his passion and is daring to uplift this system, because this system needs to be changed. This system needs to evolve to be uplifted, and we need more love, joy, critical thinking to this system. So with that, I need to charge my laptop. So I'm going to have a pause. I still have 7 minutes to rant. I don't see any comments, anyone on stage. So, oops. Here we go. So just to say that Lilian, the partner of my dad, the person that I consider like a second mom, was a teacher that I respect a lot, and I still use the present tense because the respect continues after the passing of persons. And so I would like to end this session as by other reflections, because I don't see any comments. I don't see anyone going on stage. So you are always welcome to go on stage at any time, any point. But if not, it's okay. And I'm just checking if I'm live. And this is why I decided to say yes to CJ. And of course, I could have said not no, because I have a lot of things going on, but I would like to convey my message. And so the reason why I chose my neuro language coaching path is to be able to teach in a more efficient way. So in that there is permission, autonomy, joy, embarking the full brain, but also the heart and the body, the whole body. Because if we are only relying on this part, we are missing probably 80% of the rest. The 80 other percent are in the heart, in the nervous system, in the body. The body knows. You know what? When you are going to the supermarket and you are typing your PIN code, it's really amazing, because when I search in my brain what is my PIN code, I don't know it. But when I let go and I trust my body, boop, 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 I know my PIN code. I don't have to check in my brain. My body knows, because my body stores information. So I truly believe that there is not only the brain, but also all our neurons are also in our body, in our gut, in our stomach, and in our heart. So the heart is the organ that is vibrated the most, even more than the brain. The brain is vibrating probably 5 or 10 centimeters. The heart is vibrating probably up to 50 centimeters or more. So relying on the heart, embarking our heart with our brain when we are learning. So now I am going to end this session. Thank you so much for watching until the end. This is a special session each Tuesday. I welcome anyone on stage for the ones that I want to join. And the word of the day was intestine or intestine. I've seen two ways of pronouncing, by the way. Which one do you use? I don't know. Which is intestin in French. So it could be in singular or in plural. In plural, it's the word system. And that's really important. The intestine or intestine are really important when it comes to be able to navigate in our daily life, eating proper food, drinking proper drinks. So also about having gratitude to have drinkable drinks, potable drinks, potable, and quality food, and also be the actor of the change. So the rise, ReFrench your brain, intestine, eliminating was Susanna, Sister Susanna, amazing, 6 inspirational connection. I still have 83 to share after that. And the S stands for the story. I was talking about the story of my teacher. And now comes my event. So each day, the ReFrench your brain, 25 to 30 minutes talking this week about the organs, and also having my deep thoughts last week and this week to Jess. She will always remain within my heart, and I will always be grateful about the time that I was living aside her and hearing her voice. She will really miss to me and with a lot of other human beings. So, and what to say more? The events. So, I'm sorry, my technology is challenging. The events. So, aside my ReFrench Your Brain, I will have my Rebel with a Cause chapter. The book will air in September. Will be released in September. And j'ai du pain sur la planche. I have a lot to write still. So I'm going right after to write. And hopefully that I can give to Susanna the first draft on time. Aside that, I have my Saturday mental health. My goodness, technology. I'm going to compose myself with all the challenges of my technology. So Saturday mental health, and this will be with Anastasia, special guest to talk about her mission, about talking about domestic violence and how the survivors are thriving. We need more to see thrivers and not survivors. And aside that, in 3 to 4 Saturdays on the 7th of September, I will have my part 2 with my dear amazing partners about education. Will be Christine, Sharon, Jackie, and Tabata, hopefully. And that's it for now. I'm just going to wrap up this session because it's already over time and technology is really challenging me. So bye from now. See you tomorrow for another ReFrench Your Brain about